Now we are honored to have with us a visionary leader, a statesman who has championed innovation and sustainable growth for Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg to deliver his launching address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Premier of Sarawak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Salam sejahtera. Salam Sarawak maju dan makmur. Salam segulai sejalai. Yang berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Amar Asfia Wang Nasa, Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak. Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Amal Abu Bakar, Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak. Yang berhormat Timbalan Menteri. Yang berbahagia Emeritus Profesor Datuk Abdullah Abang Ali, Chairman Malaysian Research and Education Foundation. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Amar Datuk Haji Abdul Aziz bin Datuk Haji Hussein yang di-Petua HIKMAH. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Seri Panglima Sulong bin Majerai, Pengerusi Universiti Malaysia Sarawak. Khususnya Dep kenamaan, para pembentang kertas kerja, partisipan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama sekali saya mengucap setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada pihak penganjur, MyREF, HIKMAH dan MASA dan rakan-rakan yang lain kerana menjemput saya pagi ini dan memberi saya penghormatan untuk berkongsi pandangan ini dengan kepimpinan dan juga kesan kepimpinan kepada hala tuju pembangunan negara, negeri dan juga masyarakat. Saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk ucap tahniah dan syabas kepada pihak yang bertanggungjawab kerana dapat menjayakan seminar yang pada saya sangat penting, dan juga kepada tuan-tuan yang telah membanjiri hotel ini dalam seminar yang kita adakan. Ladies and gentlemen, of course I extend a warm welcome to our foreign guests and speakers. And indeed, your time here will be both enriching and memorable as you immerse yourself in our diverse culture and breathtaking natural landscape in the land of hornbills. Indeed, it is truly an honor to stand before your esteemed guests, audience of participants from across the world who have gathered here to support the issue of Contemporary Leadership International Summit 2025, and your presence reflect a shared commitment to advancing the principles of good and forward-thinking leadership. I also would like to extend my congratulations to all those who have come over here to participate, and of course to the leaders, speakers. Thank you very much. A special note of appreciation goes to our sponsors, such as Petros, our Bank Islam Malaysia, and your contribution underscores the importance of investing in leadership, excellent, for the betterment of the society. Of course, the excellent leadership in your organization. Leadership is across the board and across the society. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's rapidly evolving global landscape, the demand for leaders who embody strategic foresight, trustworthiness, and inclusivity has never been more critical. Recent international events underscore the consequences of leadership deficits in these areas. Turning to Sarawak, we need and we have witnessed the transformative power of such leadership. Under our administration, for the past 7 years, actually we have doubled our Sarawak's revenue. When we took over the administration in 2017, Sarawak's revenue is roughly about 6 billion ringgit. And last year, we managed to increase it to 14.2 billion ringgit. And this reflects hard work and perseverance in the light of economic challenges and also circumstances, especially after COVID-19. Though the increase is double, slightly double, we have set our target too, that by the year 2030, our total GDP should meet about 280 billion ringgit. But then again, the figure in 2023, business is not usual. We managed to achieve 142 billion ringgit within the space of 3 years under 2030. I believe with the right commitment, with the right direction, and with the right human resource, full with integrity, and our embracing process of new technology against our resources, I believe we can achieve the target of 2030 with GDP 280 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, our commitment to equitable development is evident in initiatives like the establishment in Sarawak perspective, establishment of development agencies across 12 strategic areas, ensuring that all regions benefit from progress, and providing free tertiary education to all Sarawakian students studying in local institutions of higher learning from 2026 will empower Sarawakian to grasp the new technology and a new economy. This achievement underscores the effectiveness of leadership that prioritizes strategic vision, trust, and inclusivity. However, as the global landscape continues to evolve, so too must our approach to leadership. The challenges we face today demand a new paradigm, one that only addresses current issues, but also anticipates future complexities. Today, we have no certainty. The situation is almost, you cannot predict what will happen. Suddenly, somebody withdraw from WHO. That will undermine the human aspect of helping people. Once you withdraw that, there is no feeling of humanity. People who need medical care. People who want to have research on new diseases that have to be solved. So the circumstances have changed. Not only withdrawing from WHO, it seems that they don't acknowledge the issue of climate change. They don't acknowledge Paris Agreement. While we are facing floods, national catastrophe. In January, our temperature, the hottest record, increase of 1.75 Celsius above industrial level. Though Paris Agreement say the threshold is 1.5. Bintulu, we got the biggest flood. The rainfall one day, 900 millimeters. Never in the history of Bintulu. But then that is the result of climate change issues. Ladies and gentlemen, leadership today must evolve. Traditional models rooted in hierarchy and authority often lack adaptability. While modern leadership, though flexible, sometimes compromises on ethics and long-term vision. This is where contemporary leadership emerges, not just an alternative, but as a necessity. The concept of contemporary leadership is built on three fundamental pillars, that is strategic foresight, trustworthiness, and inclusivity. These elements are not merely leadership qualities, nor an abstract ideal, but essential competencies for navigating today's challenges and practical traits that distinguish great leaders from those who struggle to adapt. A leader must possess, to my mind, strategic foresight, an ability to anticipate challenges, seize opportunities, and align action with long-term objectives. The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence and digital disruption prove that leadership must be future-focused, ensuring sustainability and resilience. In Sarawak, our strategic vision has driven economic growth and digital transformation, placing the state ahead in innovation and sustainability. Leaders with foresight align their actions with long-term objectives while remaining agile in unpredictable world. Equally critical is trustworthiness, the foundation upon which all leadership stands. Around the world, public confidence in leadership is eroding, a result of inconsistent governance and ethical compromises. Trust cannot be demanded. It must be earned through accountability, transparency, and ethical responsibility. We have seen over a period how transparent governance fosters investor confidence, ensures economic stability, and strengthens public trust. A leader's legacy is not measured by his or her time in office, but by the trust he or she leaves behind. And finally, inclusivity must be at the heart of leadership. A leader's success is not defined by personal achievements, but by how many others they empower. The world's challenges today, whether economic inequality, climate change, or technological shift, require leadership that is collaborative, participatory, and representative of all voices or communities. I am proud to see that we have demonstrated this element through inclusive policies that ensure economic and infrastructural development which reaches every corner of Sarawak, proving that leadership must serve all, not just serving a selected few. And we have the 3 pillars in our PCDS 2019, that is economic prosperity, social inclusivity, and environmental sustainability. And these 3 pillars become the cornerstone and foundation of Sarawak's development towards 2030 and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is changing and leadership practices must change with it. A leader without strategic foresight will be blindsided by disruption. A leader without trustworthiness will lose the confidence of those they serve. A leader without inclusivity will lead in isolation, disconnected from the realities of the people at large. To ensure these principles take root, we must institutionalize them, nurture future leaders, especially from amongst the next generation, and create a structured pathway for leadership development. And we have to act now for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the need for a leadership institute to institutionalize contemporary leadership To me, great leaders are not born. They are nurtured, developed, and equipped with the right knowledge, skills, and values. Leadership excellence does not happen overnight. It requires structured training, continuous learning and mentoring, and inculcation of a strong foundation in good universal principles. If contemporary leadership is the answer to today's leadership challenges, then we must ensure that it is not just an idea, but a structured and institutionalized practice. Leadership excellence cannot be left to chance. Leaders, to me, must be nurtured, trained, mentored, and equipped with the principles of strategic foresight, trustworthiness, and inclusivity. And this requires a sustained effort of a dedicated institution. The Leadership Institute we envision will be a center for leadership transformation, ensuring that future leaders are not only capable, but also ethical and visionary. Strategic foresight will be at the core of its programs, training leaders to anticipate challenges and navigate uncertainty with confidence. Trustworthiness will be embedded in its leadership frameworks, ensuring that ethical governance and accountability become second nature to those who lead. Inclusivity will guide its outreach, ensuring that leadership is diverse, representative, and accessible to all communities, irrespective of race and religion. This institute is not just about producing leaders, it is about shaping leadership itself. We have seen how poor leadership leads to instability, economic uncertainty, and public distrust. But we have also witnessed the power of visionary, ethical, and inclusive leadership in driving sustainable progress. The gap between these two realities is leadership development, and is where this institute will play a pivotal role through its research and development endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, we must create a structured pathway to develop contemporary leaders, ensuring that leadership is not just about authority, but about responsibility, vision, and impact. And now it is time for us to take this vision forward, to make contemporary leadership a reality through collective action and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of leadership is not something we wait for. It is something I think we create together. We have defined the essence of contemporary leadership. We have recognized the agency to institutionalize its principle, and now I think it is time to act. Today marks a historic step in that journey, and I'm pleased to announce that the Leadership Institute dedicated to advancing contemporary leadership will become a reality in Sarawak. This institute will be the driving force in shaping the next generation of leaders. Leaders who are strategic in vision, trusted in governance, and inclusive in action. This effort is not one we undertake alone. Leadership development thrives on collaboration, and I'm proud to highlight the strategic partnership that have laid the foundation for this initiative. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to MASA and MyREF on the successful signing of the Memorandum of Collaboration in December the 4th, 2034. This agreement marks the first major step toward institutionalizing contemporary leadership. MASA will take the lead in spearheading the Institute, while MyREF will play a pivotal role in shaping its leadership, education and training programs and research agenda. This collaboration is a testament to what can be achieved when institutions come together with a shared vision. I would like to commend MyREF for its continued commitment, Professor Abang Abdullah, to leadership excellence on the global stage. In January 2025, MyREF strengthened its international reach through a collaboration with the Markfield Institute of Higher Education in the United Kingdom. This partnership will not only elevate the standard of leadership education, but also provide a global platform for the exchange of leadership, best practices, and thought leadership. This is, I think, an important milestone that signifies Sarawak's growing role in global leadership development. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a view by Professor Joseph Stiglitz that the success of a country is not only measured by the figures in the GDP, but rather the quality of life in that country. Meaning, your GDP figures sometimes do not reflect the actual progress in the community of that particular country. It has to include from the social dimension perspective, meaning the quality of life must be upgraded, not degraded. Sometimes you have good figures in GDP growth, 5, 6%, 8%, but it doesn't reach down, trickle down to the society. And the quality of life of the society in that particular country or entity actually does not reflect the growth of that economy. I tend to agree with Joseph Stiglitz, and that is why our PCDS COVID-19 post-development strategy, we insert the importance of social inclusivity. For Sarawak, infrastructure is top priority, water supply, power supply, as well as connectivity, be it internet digital connectivity or road infrastructure. With the variety of resource in Sarawak, it must go trickle down to the society itself, particularly rural areas. Yesterday I was in Yusuf Ishaq public lecture invited by Singapore, and I shared with them. And the audience, of course, the scholars, captains of industry, say, you are so blessed because you have the resources to produce energy, not us in Singapore. But I said, resources are there, but if policies are not good, technology is not there, you just look at the resources look at you. You know, talking about hydrogen, because Sarawak is pursuing hydrogen economy, and they envy us for taking the risk of transforming our economy using hydrogen fossil fuel. I said, yes, Sarawak is blessed with that. We got a lot of water. Water contains oxygen and hydrogen. To split hydrogen, of course, at the moment is costly. Electrolyzer is costly, but the time will come. The conversion will be cheaper, just like computer. When we were in school, your server is so big, but today is in your hand. Meaning advancement of technology. Once that happens, Sarawak will be full of hydrogen from our water resource, including Batang Air, Murun, Bale, and so forth. And then one question was posed to me, what about drought? Then I said, God is so great. A lot of rivers in Sarawak. You got dry water, you take from the river. I mean, these are resources that you should think that will bring about change in the society. And I said, not only that we have water to take hydrogen, we have a lot of gas, methane, CH4, also a lot of hydrogen. And there is a new technology now where hydrogen mixed with carbon produce synthetic gas, synthetic methane. And now people are talking about captured carbon, CCUS. So in other words, that is the ecosystem that we have. And leadership must identify this strength and add value to it, and then that will benefit the whole society. I hope contemporary leadership in future will look into this. Whatever strength that we have, God bless with us, and command the technology itself. After all, you talk about artificial intelligence, AI. They say artificial neuro, artificial brain, and AI conversation. They started with Lambda. So I have asked Sarawakian to try and invent a new AI from Sarawak called DeepSA. If China got DeepSeek, let us Sarawak produce DeepSA. I hope Professor being engineer will help us towards that. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, the Right Honourable Premier. Kindly remain on stage.